When the Leafs bring it out, here's Vive over the line into the Detroit zone, works around Snep. Vive moved right out in front, and they score. Dan Foose comes in and takes the pass. Back after it, Dave Lewis. Lewis sends it ahead now. Grodnik has his man over the line. Chased into the corner by Joe Kocher. Kocher bumped into... The goaltender came out and gave Kocher a whack across the back of the helmet. The play continues. A penalty coming up. There's Yzerman, shot it wide. The Wings failed to click in the center ice zone, and Jeff Jackson scoops it in behind the Detroit goal again, so Sneps hurries back after it. Harold Sneps. His pass deflects off, and now Bob Probert is going to go at it with the tough man of the Leafs. That's McGuire, and the two of them. Oh, and Probert landed another right hand on McGuire, and his knees buckled, and now the two of them swing away, and Probert is really connecting. Bob Probert is landing, really landing, came through with an uppercut. McGuire is swinging, but I don't think he's getting through. And the two of them, I'm telling you, the right arms have got to be tired because they've just been pumping away at one another. That's why Kevin McGuire was here, and he and Probert really went at it. Down in the corner, Bob Probert, who won that clear-cut decision over the former Maple Leaf Gary Nyland in the game in Chicago Sunday. The two linesmen finally move in and break it up, and the two combatants are going to evidently head to the dressing rooms. Bruce Martin and Paul Chapman here at the Joe Louis Arena. The Red Wings down by a goal. Now we've got another battle going. This time it's Wendell Clark and Basil McRae, and the two of them pound away at one another, and it may be another night like this one. Oh, and this time it's Wendell Clark who is really whipping away. He lost his helmet, and McRae went down on the ice, and it's right down below us now where we just can't see anything. But I'll tell you, Wendell Clark handles himself with anybody in this league. Puck knocked away by Gallant, came back into the Toronto end, comes out center ice, so Dave Lewis drives it right back in. Bester stops that easily. Played it in behind the goal, in behind the net. Gallant ran heavily into Bester, who's been roaming around and paying for it. And now the Leafs are going to go after as Jackson goes after Gallant, and Gallant and Jackson are going to go for it. Gallant shoves him in along the boards. Gallant's helmet comes off. He tries to pull the helmet off Jackson. They're in at close quarters now, as Jackson definitely instigated this one after he saw his goaltender knocked to the ice. The helmet comes off the Toronto player, and Gallant and Jackson now are doing more wrestling than anything else as they are in close. But we've had, well, that's our third fight of the night, and we still have 40 seconds to go in the first period, but I would think there'd be an instigating headed Toronto's way. Ahead to Yzerman over the line with Kocher. Steve Yzerman has it knocked away. Veach holds it in. Veach drives a shot. The save made by Bester, and Kocher knocked the little goaltender down. And two or three of the Leafs want a part of him. And there's going to be a penalty coming up to Kocher. And you really can't argue that one. He came in for some reason and just actually cross-checked the goaltender. And the play comes out center ice. And again, the Red Wings, what a chance. Now here are the Leafs carrying back into the Detroit zone, and they score. They don't miss. Dan Foose drives it in. Darren Veach has it knocked away. It goes back into the Detroit zone as Wendell Clark knocks Veach to the ice. But Veach is down on top of the puck. Loved it ahead. The officials didn't see it. Inichuk sends it center ice. Here's Rick Vive. Vive back into the Detroit end. Drops it back now for Inichuk. Inichuk slides it in behind the Detroit goal, and Steffen stops it there. Gives it to Veach. Darren Veach plays it ahead. Here's Shedden coming out. Doug Shedden back over the line into the Toronto zone. Took a backhander that Bester steers into the corner. Probert takes it in back of the goal. Hands it there. Brought out in front by Yzerman with a drive. And again, Bester got to it, and the Wings get it and score. Bob Probert dug it away from Bester, and Bester is screaming mad. Loose at center ice, so the Leafs drive it into the Detroit zone. Tipped it along the boards. Rick Vive ran into Dave Lewis. Puck went loose behind the net, and Lewis came in and really decked Steve Thomas. Thomas pulled the stick out of his hand. And coming out is Oates up the left side. Over the line into the Toronto zone. A little drop pass, and two of the Red Wings collided, and the Leafs come back. Now here are the Leafs with an empty net, and Inichuk moves in. Didn't take the shot. Now does, and Veach stopped it. Veach plays it ahead. Oh, the Wings are getting enough chances. Yzerman turned around center ice. Now the Wings take possession. They lost it. Now it's all over. Here's Freacher going right in on the empty net. He scores, and this hockey game is over. And the Red Wings with a total of 38 shots on goal to 15 for Toronto Maple Leafs doesn't mean a thing, because the Leafs have 3 goals up on the board, and the Detroit Red Wings just have 1.